everyone! Yes, we are back in Hong Kong this video, and today I'm taking you on the very famous, very historic Hong Kong tramcar, fondly known as Ding Ding by locals. Then we are heading to Landmark for high tea and to check out their Christmas decorations, because this footage was filmed in November. So first, I love Ding Dings. I think it's a great piece of Hong Kong heritage and a must-do if you're a tourist. It's the cheapest form of transportation other than walking, it's super cute and vintage, and it's also the greenest public transportation in the city. A few tips: you pay when you hop off and not when you hop on, so don't go looking for the paying station until you leave. You also enter from the back and leave from the front, so make sure you don't go in the wrong way. And as always, if there's a higher level, you go to the higher level. A little history about Ding Dings: it was founded in 1904 and the first fleet was only single-decked. Now there is more than 150 tramcars and it is the world's largest double-deck fleet still in operation. Bonus tip: if you're in Hong Kong and looking for a unique way to celebrate, you can book a tramcar and actually have a private party there with all your friends and family. It's been a dream of mine to do so, but I haven't had the opportunity, so if any of you have done that or plan on doing it, please let me know so I can live vicariously through you. And there's no AC on these trams, at least not the older ones, because I've heard news they are developing ones that have it, but who wants that when you can feel the wind in your hair as you ride one of these bad boys? Next stop, the Landmark, a beautiful office and shopping mall where you'll find expensive brands and well-dressed people. Like, really well-dressed people. Before we get to the high tea, I actually stumbled upon something super nostalgic to me while I was in the mall that I wanted to share. I'm not sure if Jumpin Gym USA will still exist in Hong Kong in the future because a lot of the locations have closed down over the years, but it was definitely a big deal for me every time I went back to Hong Kong when I was younger. So Mo Him Lok Yun is like the equivalent of Bonkers or maybe Chuck E. Cheese. There used to be a lot of big ones that had rides inside and jungle gyms, but now most have shrunk in size to just claw machines and arcade and carnival games. You can still have a great time here, but it just doesn't hold the same former glory it was in. Here are the categories of people who go to Jumping Gym. Young kids, couples where usually the guy has to win something for the girl, people like me who cling on to their childhood, and older folks who play coin games instead of actually gambling. If you were born in Hong Kong and Jumpin Gym gives you lots of fond memories as well, please let me know because I would love to see who else feels the same way about Mo Him Lok Yun as I do. Oh, just in case you're as curious as I was, Jumpin Gym USA was founded by two Hong Kong gentlemen in Hong Kong, and there are no Jumpin Gyms in the United States. Why USA is in the name, you'll have to ask the founders to find out. Finally, we get to Cafe Landmark. It's another place I would recommend you visit while in Hong Kong, simply because it's a pretty unique restaurant. It's right smack in the center of this big open space, circled by fancy brand shops like Fendi and Chanel, and it's on the second floor, so you're as middle as you can get for an almost 360 dining experience. My mom and I decided to go for a nice afternoon high tea, but I think they also do breakfast, lunch, and dinner as well. Their high tea is pretty interesting. It's not all scones and sandwiches like you would expect. They actually incorporate a little bit of Asian fusion to it as well. On the top tier, you have a spring roll and siu mai, or pork dumpling, and a red bean dessert that's enveloped in something similar to the skin you find in hagao, shrimp dumpling. Second tier is a tuna-filled tomato, and I think a turkey sandwich, a cantaloupe with shrimp, a ham triangle that I don't quite remember, and a veggie roll right in the middle. The last tier had fruit tarts, cake, 2 Chinese cakes, 1 red bean and another coconut milk, and then raisin scones. I paired it with a rose tea and it was so good because they filled the pot full of roses, so it was really fragrant. I think the decorations change every year, and this year they had a huge display full of bears preparing to celebrate Christmas. They also had a cute wishing machine where you got to make a wish and hopefully Santa Paws would make it come true. You can do it for free or give a donation, but for every token or wish inserted, Landmark donates 20 Hong Kong dollars towards 3 Make-A-Wish Hong Kong children. So that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, subscribe and join me on my next adventure. See you next video. Bye!